Alrighty. So, when last we left our group of adventurers, you all had made your way up into the Hoofed Pass onto Mother's Island. You took a brief stop by the Everrose tree before heading northwards towards Mount Kamiri. After arriving at Mount Kamiri, you made your way up, dealt with some Yetis, dealt with some Drow. Alcast left you for a little bit alongside the Air Force, the Arakogan army that protects the peak of Mount Kamiri. You all continued your journey upwards, and then eventually met two of Alcast's sisters, you and Lilith. You underwent the final trials of the Crook, and Kuzma was able to successfully get the last piece of the Crook, completing his God's magic item that had been broken long ago and scattered and hidden. After that, Kuzma promised to help you all on your journey since you all helped him on his, and you all continued northward since you're already so close to the Rose Academy, related to a sister school of Vaden's monk schools. Some of you took part in some of the training, earning a I trained here sash, and Vaden learned a new skill, giving him the ability to not only heal himself, but to heal others through the Way of the Mercy monk at the Rose Academy. You all then began to, after the ceremony, after getting drunk and getting some information on the Tasmorn, Yasmorn, Jasnorm situation, not a lot of information, but just a little bit, you all began to leave the Rose Academy, and that's where we pick up.
Did you say I told all of them about that too, right?
You told them a good bit about it. You didn't necessarily tell them everything.
I thought I did.
If you meant to tell them everything, then you guys know everything that I told Vaden.
I meant to tell them everything. I just wasn't sure what he was gonna say, so that's why I talked to him in private.
So yeah, you guys know there's because you guys had the whole discussion about the how they're probably not that bad for taking money from the rich, from the bourgeoisie, and giving to the proletariat, and had a little bit of a moral debate there on whether it's right or wrong to do that and whatnot. So.
Yeah, it seemed a bit to me. I do.
So, I say we leave this place. I'm tired of being on probation.
Do you think these people have a hands gun, a hands crossbow I could, maybe steal, borrow?
I've always found that young orphans are always willing to give amazing deals. I've been able to buy things for a tenth of their value when I buy it from children. They just don't get the value of goods yet.
What do you take from children, Yasmon?
Whatever they're willing to try. I mean, I do it willingly. They're all willing trades, but
Yes, but do the children do it willingly?
We're not talking about buying hand things from children, right?
Well, no.
You mean like hand tools, Mendicus?
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about buying like a hand crossbow. I was wondering if
so
if
like
Yasmon was buying
tools.
other hand things from children.
Oh, so like knives and daggers, you mean?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I'll buy plenty of those.
I like the thing you did with the Pavel, right?
What did he do with Pavel?
That was just a job.
He got a hand job from you?
It was hand job related, and it's not important. What's important is
You mean like hand modeling or something?
we got to find a crossbow.
What do we need a crossbow for?
I want to
For
make
alcohol.
something magical, if possible. Just something magical.
Just roll,
All right. Well, okay. Go ahead. Yeah, go.
roll an investigation check. They have a pile of weapons that they don't really use. Not a pile, but like a room dedicated to a lot of the weapons.
Oh, like a lost and found?
More like these aren't really used that often because they're not quarterstaffs, and the temple, the academy's not the compound is not under attack.
You say investigation?
Yeah, just to search through the room because it's a lot of weapons in here that have been collected over. Oh yeah, 27. Yeah, you find a heavy crossbow. You find a lot when you find a hand crossbow.
I'll just take a hand crossbow.
You find any buttons in there?
Mendicus, I told you I'll get you the buttons.
I found 7 buttons if you want them.
Oh yeah.
7?
Didn't find the statue though.
Oh no, well, I think we need to leave this place and go slightly south to find the statue.
We make short rests when we see Itakin at the fast. Huh?
Wait, where are we on the map right now? Because I assume we're not in the ocean.
Right below Rose
Okay.
Academy. So I think he said the statue was on our
Right,
way
right.
somewhere. around
Yeah,
here.
well, it should be anywhere between Mount Kamiri and the Rose Academy, closer to the Rose Academy, but south
Okay,
of the cliff walls.
So while we're heading that way, does anyone want to help me find it?
You know, I'm from the northern parts, more north than here, but I suppose I can help look. I know hills and mountains pretty well.
So if he were to help me, would it be an advantage on investigation?
It would be. Or you can have a higher DC at a perception check. Your choice.
I'll do a perception check.
Here, Vaden. I make small player.
Alright, roll that D4 as well.
D4?
Yeah, he's casting guidance on you.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, I don't have a quick little D4 button. I need to make one right now.
As you all begin making your way down, the Rose Cliff, and begin making your way through the
Hills? Flat-chested.
yeah, the flat-chested lands, the A cup hills, plains, hills, yeah.
Plateau.
The Piedmont.
I would say it's the plains.
You all begin making your way through the plains, the hills of between the Rose Academy and Mount Kamiri. About halfway into your first day with your 20, you actually see several like piles of rocks. If you've ever gone hiking on a trail, sometimes you'll see like little piles of rocks neatly stacked up on top of each other. It's almost like that, like a small subdivision of those, where they start big on the outside, or they start small on the outside, like small stacks, like 2-3 stones high, and they slowly get bigger until there's like 9 or 10 stones stacked high, and dead in the center of it all, about like 15 stones stacked high, about waist height, there is a little statue sitting on top of the centermost one.
I will inspect that statue.
Anything in particular you're looking for?
I mean, so I don't remember particularly, but the first one I got, was there anything inscribed on it? And I wanted to inspect both of them side by side if there was.
Okay, make an investigation check. They look very similar. The biggest difference being the pose that they're sat in. You can clearly tell that they are made to look like the same individual. They have the same like rosy round cheeks. They're a slightly different hue. Like one is a little bit darker than the other one.
So no numbers on it.
No.
What? So you're saying slightly different hue? They're both similarly.
They're more like a maroon compared to a mauve.
Yeah, I don't think that's a real color still. So you go fuck.
Yeah, how do you spell
Colorblind.
mauve?
What the hell is a mauve?
What is
Hey,
a
hey,
mauve?
I spelled it right. I spelled it right first guess.
The fuck is a mauve?
It's like purple. You should have just said purple for us laymen.
I've heard mauve like 12 times in the past 2 weeks.
It's pink purple.
Yeah, that's a light pink.
How do you know?
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. All right, cool. I'm gonna snatch it, and well, now that I found that, we shall be on our way. Algehest, you can lead the way, if you please.
This was a little bit anticlimactic.
Am I investigating? Am I doing something with nature? I don't do survival here. That's the one with the mustache.
What we look for?
Get us the fuck out of here.
We were on our way, and this was just a quick stop.
We go south.
Fucking-
now to
Yeah, just point your erection towards Yitakin and let's go.
All right, can I have advantage on my survival check then?
Because of the erection.
Yeah.
The potato.
You have locate creature going.
Oh,
Man, lucky son of a bitch.
I know. I saw that one. It was so gross. That one. Remind me of my rolls.
Hey man, you already roll a few good ones.
Yeah, I got a 27.
So in total, it is a 3-day journey from the Rose Academy to the Hoofed Pass. You're starting out in the morning. So you would arrive on that third night in the Hoofed Pass. Obviously, if you guys would like to do anything in that time frame, you are welcome to. Like I know Alka has had a couple projects he wanted to work on, and we can kind
A
of...
long list.
Yeah. Whichever one you wanted to
Do you
start
have
with.
Do you have to roll for any of them?
Probably.
If you do, I'll play you a tune in the background and give you an extra bardic inspiration.
Yes, inspire me, Osmond. Inspire me some execrations.
He's got the hardest dick in the land. Alka has. He's the best.
He's a robot.
Metal shaft.
That's a metal shift. That vibrates.
I don't know anything that rhymes with shaft.
That's great.
When he runs
Haft.
too fast, he makes a draft.
His dick swings and rubs the grass.
It doesn't rhyme.
Whatever. It's close enough.
Okay, Alcas, what are you doing?
I'll make that superior soaker.
Alright, so this is basically you're making like a high-powered turkey baster, right? That's kind of how you described it.
I mean that was like the old one. This is actually like a squirt gun, to where like it has the vial kind of as the reservoir, and then the hand crossbows kind of like for the trigger and whatnot like that. I just need to figure out a pump.
Okay, if you have an idea for the pump, other than that, you've got the hand crossbow, you've got the vial that you could heat up enough. That's going to be the hard part, is getting it hot enough and then carefully getting a hole put into it so that you could force the water through with the string of the crossbow and like a cork or something, because you have an extra lot of corks.
If it's metal, I literally have a spell called Heat Metal.
Don't do this to me.
Glass.
Oh.
Although you had a metal tube.
Yeah, can I try the spell anyway, just to see what happens? I don't know. This might be his only glass.
I mean,
Vials are
the unbreakable
expensive.
vial. Yeah, I mean, they have costed me money. I need to figure out something for the pump. I'm looking at shit for a pump. I don't know.
You want to use shit for a pump?
Well, okay, so in theory, do you need
Nick's got me covered.
Do you need a pump? Because you have to like crank the crossbow back anyway.
You're thinking of like a launcher. I mean, I guess launching the vial or launching whatever I got. I mean, I guess I could just go that route. I was thinking about actually like a new age type, because that's what it's based around, like a actual squirt gun.
Well, if you're talking about a squirt gun, can't you just use your hand pumping motion?
I mean, if you have a reservoir and like a bladder, you could use like a piston and the string of the crossbow to smash the bladder.
Like a literal piston?
Well, yeah. Well, no, but you use like the head of a hammer.
The acid sac is technically kind of like a bladder. Kind of. I don't know how that damn thing works.
I can show you how I pump potato.
I haven't figured out the whole pump thing yet.
Okay, well, we can definitely go ahead and start the project. On the first day, if you'd like to make I guess that'd be artisan's tool. No, artisan tool is the standard term.
Tinkering?
Yeah, we can go tinkering. That makes sense.
Are there any lakes nearby? Pass.
No, not really. You can make a perception check or a survival check for like finding like smaller ponds, but otherwise.
Can I add a 5 to that because of my armor of tool? Make it a 26.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna cast a spell. Hang on. Locate frog. Look for a frog.
The radius is what, 5 miles?
Yep.
What do you want a frog for?
Roll me a survival check to see at what point in time you make it throughout the day, because that'll kind of depend on whether you're within 5 miles of a pond. Yeah, so as soon as you feel like the slightest bit of humidity in the air and see a mosquito, you cast locate animals or plants, and you know that there is a pond about a quarter mile to like the southwest.
Okay.
So about an eighth of a mile out of the way to cut to
Okay.
it back on track.
So I'm gonna lead the team that way, and then once we get kind of close to the pond, I'm gonna grab the biggest frog I can find, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna blow into it, like show Alcast like how much it blows up. So like, just pump, yeah, you just pump frog.
How much does it blow up? I'm curious.
Yeah, I think the little
You know, you get warts from those, Kuzma.
I think he's already good.
just need to tell lady.
You don't want warts right before you meet Yiddikin again.
Yeah, I don't think Kuzma's
Well, I believe the potato takes care of the warts for him. Soaks up all those bad oils, if you know what I mean.
I mean, just look at like Shrek. I'm pretty sure they inflate a flog into a whole balloon.
Duh.
And a snake.
I don't know, Mendicus, a flog is something else. Flogger. You don't.
Sorry,
I
I
don't know.
had a tongue lapse there.
Kuzma's gonna have a tongue lapse later.
From all them warts.
Alright, so otherwise, you find the frog, you show Alcest. Alcest later that night with your 26 on Tinkering Tools check. Obviously, you also have Inspiration, so if you'd like to use that as well, because that only lasts for 10 minutes, and he said he would do that right before you started working on stuff. So that's a D8, I believe.
Okay, I'll roll a D2. Of course.
Hey, 27's better than 26.
Flash of Genius plus 5, make it a 32.
Jesus Christ. You roll a 21 but get a 32, but okay. So you get a 16. You roll a 10 and end up with a 32.
That's called the power of teamwork.
Yeah.
And
This is how we make the
whatever
better
happens.
buildings.
You, through the inspiration of the words, through the guidance of Melora, and through your own just pure intellect and getting to tinker on something with no real time constraints other than whenever you need to sleep, you set the glass down into the fire, kind of like setting it up right at like about an inch above where the flames are licking up at the hottest point. You take a couple of your coals that you know you can get it back out in the morning, and you put them in there just to make it a little bit hotter and keep those nice and fresh. For whatever reason, so at some points in times you see blue flames kind of like sparking up here and there, and you move the flame to those as Vaden cooks up your mush that night. At one point in time, you see the glass beginning to glow this no longer clear, but like it's almost starting to turn red right on the tip where the heat is beginning to bubble up and concentrate. And you simply, while the conversations of the night are going on, just stick a small metal rod in there and begin to slowly clear it out and make something very narrow that something could force itself into and through to force out into a spray. Now, are you looking for more of a cone or a spray?
Just a spray, like a stream, I guess, more of a stream.
It's
Like
a
a focus
15
on a stream.
Okay, cool.
It's only like 15 feet, so it'd just be like a little
Very squirt,
stream,
yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, so you get about like a quarter of an inch, between a quarter and a half inch hole to be able to spray whatever you'd like to out of. You also open up the mouth a little bit so that you could have something force, like a cork, force air through if you needed to spray it out, or however you end up deciding to eventually make the pump portion of this. You also go ahead and, once it cools down at the end of the meal, you are able to mount it onto your crossbow in the perfect spot that the string would push up to if you found a way to slowly do that, to get multiple shots out of a single load.
No longer a 2-pump jump.
Yeah, I think Elka has make you think to smoke your herb a little bit better over here. If you see,
I was actually about to ask, say, can I piss in that?
You know, I'd prefer you not piss in it, plus I wouldn't smoke out of this. I'm gonna probably put acids in here. and paralyzing agents.
Yeah, let's trip.
Yeah, those are two things that I would like to try. In and around my
Hey,
nose, please.
how about this too? We go to the local orphanage and we tell them, "Hey, next water gun fight you get in, you got an advantage. You got a huge advantage."
As is, your opponent just gets paralyzed and dissolves. Yeah, I like it. No evidence.
And then you got 2 guns.
You guys make it right about there. With the first night.
Looks like it is to me.
Yeah, you're like smack dab in the middle.
I'm gonna link you something I've been looking through. If I can make a syringe, that's essentially a pump, because that's what I was looking at for the YouTube video I was looking at, where it's essentially a syringe version of a squirt gun.
So you're talking about like being able to take your crossbow, dip it down into your poison, like pull it up, and then aim and fire.
I guess it's more like a either like a turkey baster or like just the basic thing. I mean, like I don't know.
Well, you said syringe. You said syringe. Like that's like where they pull it back and it soaks up the liquid. So if you stuck your one vial into another vial and like pulled it back to make it like vacuum it out, and then you can pull it up and fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something like that.
I mean, with your 32, you could have fucking done that the first night for all I care.
Okay,
because with the crossbow, that'd be a part of it. You just like attach something to the crossbow to make it have a suction mechanism to it. So as you crank back the crossbow,
that's all I was really going for.
Why don't you make like a rotating nozzle for it too? So like one you could shoot it really far, and one's like in a cone, or one's in like, thick stream.
And I'm really just going for like basic effects. Really, just keep it simple. Acids, paralyzing, double stream.
That one, the pee right after you jack off or when you have a boner. Just shoots everywhere, just random directions.
You gotta do the whole dolphin pose just so you pee, so it doesn't get everywhere.
I've never heard it called the dolphin pose.
Yeah, you gotta fucking like lay on the toilet essentially and just like let it just pee directly into the toilet.
All those shower pisses.
Smart man, Pavel. Smart
Gets
man.
everywhere, all over your legs. The water's
Shower yourself?
Nah, it's a sink piss.
Yeah, it could be sink piss. I mean, it's about the same level.
Well, I'm brushing my
does
teeth.
not
Get
take
things done at
showers.
once.
Use the piss in a cup and just gargle a little bit, and then just keep brushing. Yeah. Don't waste not, want not. Come on now.
Pavel, what do you call it when it rains then? If you don't take a shower? Do you hide under trees or something?
Standing baths.
Yeah, how does our group smell?
Pavel still smells like peppermint, and I assume so does Mendicus, Alcahest, and Kuz. No, because you didn't get in the baths.
He smells like potato.
Potato dirt.
You smell like starch.
Vaden's carrying it around with him, so there's a strong smell of peppermint.
Okay, actually, then our worst smelling members smell good. Never mind. This is probably the best we've ever smelled.
What does Yasmin smell like?
Beautiful.
Probably.
Weed and Cheetos.
Or
Flat Mountain Dew.
Wait, fuck,
He
the Yasmin
smells
has
like
Cheetos? I really can't chew on. I can't chew on Cheetos. I try to bite it, and it's.
I don't really have many more. I just got a bunch of dust on my fingers.
That's the best spot.
Yasmo, that dust is white. Cheetos are orange.
Well, it's mixed in with the Cheeto dust.
Well, there was the white Cheetos.
Getting fancy there, yeah.
I thought Us and the Master fucking got rid of all that. You had some left over?
Anyway.
It must have been from a couple days ago.
Right. And you guys continue on your second day of journey, no issues. And unless anyone would like to do anything, your third day. Outcast, I know you might have another project you want to work on since you were so successful in that first night with your 32. Fucking ridiculous.
Looking through my
Roll
shit.
for the past couple of days to see if I can get a another DB.
I'll give you a bardic inspiration if you
You know,
want.
I'm actually kind of curious what you'll do if you get like a lion or a saber tooth,
I don't know.
or if you're gonna fucking kill it and just keep going for DB. That's
Well, there's a lion.
You now have a lion after the first day in the A Cup Hills.
Can I kill it willingly?
What do you mean kill it? You want to kill it unwillingly?
Well, I want it to be willing to die.
I could talk it into suicidal fantasy, I guess. Maybe.
I'll just give it 5 minutes with Yasmorn.
No, just let Kuzma tell him. Let Kuzma tell it the benefits of communism, and it'll want to kill itself immediately.
Make if you find a way to have advantage. Otherwise, make a check at disadvantage. Persuasion check at disadvantage.
You see, Sabretooth, proletariats have nothing but to lose.
You have advantage.
What's the DC? If it's a 16, he's gonna succeed.
I'm not gonna tell you the DC.
Okay.
That's up to you if you want to tell it or if you want to give it to him or not.
Not on an 11. It's too risky.
It begins to back away from you, Pavel.
Have we made that acid yet?
I mean, I have plenty of acids if he wants to use it.
Why are we killing this fucking tiger, man? It's a fucking. Look at it. It's a magnificent beast.
Could we eat it?
Somebody trick him into naming it.
No, it turns back into the stuffed animal once it's dead.
Quick, call it Mendicus.
No, don't. Oh, look at him. Look at that mane. Yeah, alright, you can call him my name.
Oh man.
Kuzma.
I wish I had hair like that.
I know he not DB, but maybe get new animal.
Can you turn into a lion and kill it?
Fuck it.
You know what? What if
Why
it seems
kill?
like it's big. Maybe if you're nice to it, Pavel, it'll let you. You can ride it like you rode DB.
It just won't be the same.
You should kill it as we pass the hoof pass and just really fuck with Pre-Roadza. As it disappears, then you're like, it's not real nature.
Pavel, I think make new friend.
Okay, I keep.
Do you kill it in your sleep? You have to tell me I'm a cop.
Alright, I guess I'll keep it for the next couple days.
Alright.
Aslan.
As you guys sleep on the second night, Pavel, you hear a small purring sound as your Feyan cat has finally caught up to you guys. Because you guys just fucking ditched that cat halfway up the mountains. And it just keeps going towards you because that is what groomed him.
Holy shit! Look, Pavel! Holy shit!
I'll fuck with Ankeg Iker if you let me.
Yeah, what are you trying to do with it?
Trying to get it more potent, kind of guess like I don't fuck with a poisoner's kit often. Give me a sec.
Kuzma, does that? Actually, I'm gonna wait. Kuzma, does that lion like actually have a personality? Is that like is Pavel like killing this fucking stuffed animal over and over again?
Hey, Kuzma, go talk to him.
Is it like a sentient thing that he just keeps murdering?
Is not beast created by Melora, so who care?
Well,
What do you mean you care?
the stuffed animal was made by Melora. It was left as her gifts.
Yeah. You care now.
You want to swipe it, Pavel. You want to swipe it, Pavel.
I was gonna try to concentrate it to get it more potent if possible.
What are you doing to the lion?
I'm just.
Your
I don't think I can actually. I don't think I can actually suggest. I think I have to speak their language. Yeah, they have to understand the same language as me.
Okay, you waste the spell slot.
But it can still hear me in its head. It just doesn't understand what I'm saying. And I'm saying, swipe it, Pavel. Swipe it, Pavel. Swipe it, Pavel.
Does the lion not know common?
No, it's a fucking lion.
Did DB understand common?
No. Remember, because we were in the tent and Yedakin was talking to it. I could understand.
Pre-roll.
Now, if the lion speaks, if they speak Gnomish, I can speak Gnomish. And I actually can.
What do you mean, Yasmorn? You are a gnome. I don't. What do you mean? Of course you can speak Gnomish.
I'm just waiting for that to happen in the future.
Alright, so what are you trying to do with the Poisoner's Kit?
I guess try to concentrate the, because I mean, by default, like the natural Ichor is like a 13 DC. Trying to get it stronger to raise the DC possibly with maybe four potent doses.
So you're trying to go 4 strong, 4 normal? And just with the easier DC to make them that way?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you often, like, is this just something you can do, like, as an action, or is this something that is an 8-hour transformation for each one? Because
Yeah, because I think that's pretty fucking disturbing if this thing has its own personality each time it comes out. Like, it's a different thing.
would
Well,
would that be
Theseus
worse?
is animal.
Would that be worse than torturing the same animal over and over again with death?
Come to Pavel, bring
No.
animal to help us.
Because at least maybe at that point it'd understand.
You're not as strong as you could be. Goodbye.
Yeah.
We must embrace savage world, savage nature of the world, and exist in harmony with it. Sometimes, animal of Malora must come to help us.
Alright, man, I guess that fits in your worldview, maybe.
Da.
Yeah.
Third commandment of Malora, in fact.
So this is like a standard potion, I guess, kind of thing you're making. You're just using the Poisoner Kit to make the potion.
Yeah, so this would be like a basic one because it's one of the first levels of the Poisoner's Kit, the Onkeg Ichor.
It'd be considered common or uncommon?
It's common. It's literally the first one on there.
Yeah, so you can make one each day, basically. So if you let me know if you want to go for the easier DC to make it or the higher DC of them having, like, whether you're trying to make a more potent version or an easier version of it, and then go ahead and make your Poison Kit roll.
I'm going for the more potent one.
Okay, go for it.
Just the normal roll.
Yep, I think it's a DC 15, right?
I'll add 5, so it's a 28, and then I'll add a plus 5, so it's a 33.
Yeah, I was sing him a song quick. Let's see if he can give me the 41.
It's gonna be 34. I rolled fucking one last time.
Yeah, but there's no point in him not doing this for you.
Let's go. Let me get that plus 1 on there. Let's get a 34, baby.
All right.
I
Guide
need
him.
additional help.
What's the song of poison?
Yeah.
You better kill that lion quick.
I'm still killing the lion.
I'm trying to inspire him to kill.
Alright, roll a D8 and a D4.
$43? Shit. Let's go. Some good ass poison.
You said this is the easier one or the more potent one?
The more potent one.
Okay,
43
you,
DC.
Can we get the mostest potent one?
you get a DC 17 out of this.
Shit, that's higher than my DC.
This is a DC 17 paralysis.
Is this...
Yeah, I was wondering,
How many am I making off of
can I
this?
poke the tip of that?
One per day.
One per day.
We'll make a
I
different roll per
respect
day.
it.
Yep.
I
different.
got you. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you're just gonna have to keep track of all
What is
this.
it? What does that taste like?
Those,
What does the
those,
tip of those arrows taste like?
those
Don't,
orphans
don't
don't stand a
drink
chance.
this.
As Yasmorn takes his pinky and puts it in to make a con save.
I can do that.
Oh, shit.
As soon as he touches it...
You vomit immediately. It's not enough to actually
This
paralyze
shit's
him.
Oh,
terrible!
it's not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough to paralyze him because it's just a pinky's worth, and you have like a whole test tube's worth.
Yeah, it's supposed to paralyze somebody. I wouldn't drink it.
It
This
tastes.
shit sucks!
It tastes
It's
like
poison.
If Vaden has ever accidentally found a skunk for the mush, if you got any part of the mush that had the stink sack in it, that's kind of what it tastes like.
It was so bad he disconnected from the Discord. That's some potent shit. Can't even hear him anymore. Yasmon.
Did you miss the explanation of what it tasted like, or?
Completely.
Okay.
Ah.
It tastes like if Vaden ever found a skunk and mushed it up, and you ate any of the stink sack. That's kind of what it tastes like.
Especially on those days where you got like one squirrel,
I don't
one
know.
fat squirrel.
that is a delicacy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Yasmorn's just puking.
No, they call it the underdog caviar, the skunk.
It is quite the treat for my people.
The stink sack. The stink sack is the preferred for the drow.
Let me ask you, Algaz, have you ever been to the Underdark? Do you want to know what it smells like underground?
I've been underground for years.
Algaz, can you even smell?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't smell good down there. They don't bathe often. It is murky and moist, and
Do we bathe often?
Moist.
I think it rained a couple days. Yeah, we took a fucking spearmint bath.
Not everyone.
Well, yeah, not everyone.
No, like half the group took the peppermint bath.
I mean, just touch Pavel's fur. This shit's like silk. I wish he would have done that before he gave me his fur for the boots.
Yeah, he was getting dreadlocky a bit there.
All right, and on the third night, in the mid-afternoon, you guys are caught up to by the centaur army. A couple of these centaurs guarding the Hoofed Pass. They just kind of see you. They make themselves known, but they don't actually ever come and talk to you guys unless you want to conversate with them.
Can I wave one down?
Yeah. One of them wearing like blue-lined armor up into a blue plume.
Hey, buddy, can I get a ride? I've been walking for like 2 days.
Make a persuasion.
Hey, you probably shouldn't ask these guys for sex.
No, I just...
At disadvantage.
God damn it, Yasmorn. That was my fucking ride out of here. I would have had 18, you motherfucker. Yeah, I would have been able to fucking... God damn it, Yasmorn. That's it, Yasmorn. You get on all fours. You're right, I'm right here the rest of the way.
Well, Mendicus, we do not want to see this out in public.
No, wait! Hey.
We're not in public. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
He just gallops off without saying anything. He seemed willing at first, but then the moment he mentioned sex, he kind of just like how like New York City police, the horseback police, kind of like he almost like his butt of the horse almost like hits you.
Yeah, Mendicus, it's not like he would have fit all of us anyway.
Fine, Mendicus, get on my back.
Asking for all of us.
Get on my back, Mendicus. I'll fly us out.
I'll only fly for like 10 minutes, but
how fast can you fly?
What are you turning into, Kuzma?
Let me figure it out. Hold on.
My speed will be like
a horse?
Maybe a moped.
A moped, a flying moped.
Kuzma can turn into a horse.
Yeah.
Why don't you turn into a dragon and fly us out of here?
Yeah.
Oh no, my speed is normal speed.
Can yet fly.
Turn into an alligator so we can fit on your back.
Yeah, alligators are fast. They're like 45 mile an hour over ground.
Yes, we could all fit, and they're pretty strong. They're basically fucking dinosaurs.
I fucked a dinosaur once. It was pretty good.
Wait, you fucked a dinosaur?
Yeah.
No, when you're young, you fuck dinosaurs. It's just what you do.
Which one was it?
What do you mean? Wait, when who's young?
Like
It was
what
a
kind of dinosaur?
Triceratops.
How young were you, Alcahest, when you fucked this
Yeah,
dinosaur?
did this dinosaur take advantage of you?
Probably 57.
Very
You
good.
need
That's
the
young
fucker
for
or the
you.
fucky?
You know how you have the handlebars of the Triceratops, and you just... Yeah.
He was the fucker.
All right.
I mean, it was asleep, and there was like two other guys.
It was like
helping
it was a baby one because Triceratops are huge.
I think it was
and you're-
sick. It was a sick Triceratops.
He fucked a sick Triceratops.
It's fucking disgusting, man. You fucking
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly he fucked a sick Triceratops. It might have been sick.
Oh, I want to know: is this part of Alcast or not? This is canon.
This is a joke. This is a joke.
Okay.
you can't edit that out.
I'll leave it in as long as we know that it's
That is
not
part of
canon.
his backstory.
It's not canon.
Here, hop aboard, Mendicus.
As the centaur rides away, you just hear
It's a big ass horse.
next to you, as you look over to the side, is this mustachioed, beautiful, like brown coated, nice maned, very combed.
Why's he gotta be brown?
I did not say black. Draft horse, a workhorse. As he gives you the last final ride into the Hoofed Pass, you arrive somewhat near Pre-Rhoda's home, where you guys are kind of like guided to, trying to avoid getting too close to any of the. As you guys try to avoid getting too close to any of the Centaurmi, just kind of like staying in between them as they occasionally make themselves known, you are eventually led to the camp near Pre-Rhoda's.
Kuzma, do you just want us to like wait out here, or you need us? I think Pavel should go in with you. He wingman you pretty hard last time.
How far are we going with this, brothers? my blood siblings. How deep into this are we gonna go?
Hands him the detachable penis, the all-purpose tool on the vibrating setting.
And she prefer the potato. You heard what she asked. Do I know how to plant a potato in the garden?
It's only been 2 days, right?
Correct. This is the third night, so the third full day. You can do another roll right now if you'd like to. And obviously you won't have the guidance from Kuzma, but if Yasmor would like to inspire you again, you can have that.
I've got a song for you.
Don't worry about it. I mean, I can make this a 19.
Plus,
it might work.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
This is a song about Alcahest and a dino.
And is this higher DC or easier DC to make it?
I was going for the higher DC one, the more potential one, potent one.
All right, so with your 19, I guess you can go and take Bardic Inspiration too, I assume.
If he wants to do the thing. Did you give me a song for the thing?
Yep, sing to him. I think he's
Sometime may be good, sometime may be shit.
Such a good phrase. It's one of my 3 favorite phrases right now.
I love it, dude. I love that shit.
All right, inspire him, Yasmor. Oh, Yasmor, if you want to inspire him, inspire him.
Yes. What I sent were my lyrics. Alcahest didn't fuck his dino. Alcahest didn't come on his dino. He didn't put his dick anywhere near his dino, and he's never done anything weird with his dino. He promised himself he wasn't going to make an apology after last year's thing, so he's trying to be as short as possible and get this thing done and move past it. It's all alleged.
It's all fixed.
Allegedly.
It's all alleged.
All right. It was a sick dino.
Allegedly.
One man could not do that to a dino.
No. It's at least a 2-man job.
It's a DC 15.
But if it was a sick ostrich.
Second potent one?
Yep, second potent one. This one's DC 15, the last one DC 17.
Is it DC 15 on this one?
Yes, sir. So, Kuzma, you find yourself in the camp near Pre-Rhoda's little tent. The tent that looks way too small for everyone to fit into, but is actually rather large, like a TARDIS on the inside.
Nay.
I point at the lion. Let's get on Kuzma.
I just see how long my transformation lasts. I don't know if I'm still a horse or not.
Was that a hay, like a nay hay?
Nay.
As you do that.
Well, yeah, wouldn't it sound more like nyet?
Yeah.
Yeah, Privyet.
Yeah. You guys wait out here. I'll be right back. Go in that tent real quick.
And 22 seconds later, he comes back at you.
Before I can finish saying, you can look at this potato. Oh.
The potato starch is all over her face.
Are you guys doing anything besides hanging out with Alcast as he makes his stuff and Kuzma spends the night in the tent?
Nope.
Pavel,
I'm gonna make mush. I'm gonna hunt a little bit.
Pavel, you doing anything while Kuzma spends the night in Pre-Rhoda's tent?
I want to sleep on top of the lion. Actually, hold on. Alchemist,
Yes, Pavel.
do you have the ability to make it so my eyes appear closed?
What do you mean?
I think it's just
I
shut your
mean-
eyes, Pavel.
No. When I fall asleep and my eyes are closed, I turn invisible. But then when I open them in the morning, I become uninvisible. So if I make it seem as if my eyes are closed, then I might be invisible forever.
We could cast invisibility on you repeatedly. I mean, it's still limited.
I think what he's saying is, can you fake that his eyelids are shut?
Is it only when you're sleeping that you're invisible, or is it when your eyes are closed?
Do you blink in and out of invisibility when you blink your eyes?
Yeah, do you think that the concept of they can't see you, you can't see me, sort of thing works?
Have you guys ever tried to find me when I was asleep?
No, I
No,
just
not
assumed
really,
You
no.
were taking a shit most of the
I always
time.
saw like a large indention in the grass. I just figured you were okay.
Yeah, in fact, I was kind of surprised you kept finding us. You know, when we kept leaving while you fell asleep, I thought you might.
Did I find any squirrels with a 6? Or just bugs and
Find
twigs
fucking-
and berries?
So,
An
so, like,
underdark chicken, skunk.
Maybe key to the story is that Pavel does wear a magic ring that makes him invisible after like 4 hours of his eyes being closed. I think we talked about it really early on in the game, but never came back up.
I remember Dustin telling me about his magic item doing that.
Yeah, I
but
feel like
don't
everybody
remember
role played into that pretty well right there.
So, like, out of character, would that work?
No.
He can wake up as long as he doesn't open his eyes.
What if he
He
sleepwalks?
remains invisible.
Then he
He'd be invisible.
Can you cast a spell on him to make him sleepwalk?
I don't know of a spell that makes you sleepwalk, but we can try to figure one out.
What about sleep and then like control him in some manner?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on top of the lion, and then I just won't open my eyes up until we get to where we are going.
With your 6 on survival, the only edible thing you find in this, like in a nearby radius, is a sloth. And a couple nuts and berries. But it's mostly just going to be sloth and fur.
Sloth. That's good enough. It's good enough. Very slow, easy to catch.
Why don't we just ask the centaurs to fucking provide? Like we're guests, right?
I assume that they're assholes, and I
Hey, Hoofman! Any Hoofman?
Yes.
As I'm dragging the fucking sloth back.
Hey,
Yay!
Yeah, Vaden's
Hey,
standing up to the side beginning to beat this sloth.
hey, my friend, he had a really bad day, and he's taking it out on the sloth, and I'm really hungry. Do you have anything to eat? Yeah, I mean, he's usually the cook, but since he's so depressed, he can't make me food, so if you have anything to spare, that'd be awesome. I don't
Are
eat
you telling
straight
me
grains.
that he is not killing that sloth for sustenance, but just out of pure malice?
No, I'm assuming that he'll eat it eventually, but if you have anything like better, like squirrel, perhaps.
We can hunt squirrel from nearby.
What?
We will hunt squirrel for you.
Can you like smash it with your hooves a little bit before you bring it to me? You just step on it a couple times after you kill it, and that'll be perfect.
I know what smashing is.
Well, I just, I don't know, man. I don't meet a lot of you guys. I sometimes you meet creatures that they just don't. They're not all there up there. I mean, look at Gosmore. He's a gnome.
I don't know who that is.
He's that gnome over there.
That's a halfling.
Hey,
No.
shut up, lion! I'll kick your ass.
I think he's talking to the centaur.
See what I mean?
Make a persuasion check at advantage. Because Yasmorn accidentally helped you that time.
So as I'm walking back, I'm dragging the sloth, right? And I'm there. I'm finally
Yeah,
there.
yeah, you're off to the side beating the
Okay.
sloth as he just nods and says, we'll bring you a couple mashed up squirrels, and he kind of gallops off. But
Thank you.
you also see him whistle and like eye a couple other centaurs over to watch the drow, who is to make sure he's actually going to eat the sloth rather than just
Oh yeah, I'm
beat it out
100%
of
gonna
malice
eat it.
intent. Well, right, but they
I'm
don't
gonna
know
hu-
that.
Okay. I mean, I may be looking like I'm beating it maliciously, but I'm definitely just preparing the mush.
Like you did to that fucking deer.
Ah,
You sick bastard.
that deer had it coming, and I'll tell you what. This sloth, I haven't had sloth before. Maybe once, but I did not quite mash it as good as I usually do.
I haven't had horse. I'm surprised we got this horse with us that we're gonna eat.
Well, that is Kuzma.
Kuzma's in
Huh?
the tent right now.
Oh wait, what horse are you talking about? The lion? The fucking lion?
No, the centaur.
Oh, I'm glad no one has any idea.
Could be any of them. No, I was talking about Pavel.
Oh, this fucking Pavel.
And so you all enjoy sloth, squirrel, some berries, and
Some halfling ass.
I throw a little bit of peppermint in there to give it a nice kick.
okay, yeah. It's kind of like a weird flavor combination, all the umami, nuts, and peppermint.
It's mainly just to freshen up the breath of a few people here.
I ain't eating that sloth, man. I'm eating the squirrel these guys got.
Well, you know what? Here, give me the squirrel.
No, it's just my.
I'll extra mash it. I gotta extra mash it for you, man. I don't want you losing another tooth there.
They're gonna steal my
Mendicus.
squirrel.
Squirrel is one of my favorites. I will tell you next time I go hunting, I'll specifically look for a skunk so you can have the delicacy that.
No, I don't want black squirrel. Specifically brown or white. Those two colors are fine.
What?
Black squirrel is not good.
Mendicus,
You have become spoiled with the albino squirrel you
Yes.
find up in Milton.
Yeah, those snow squirrels and that snow rabbit. That was nice and soft.
What is wrong with the black squirrels? I do not understand. There's plenty of black squirrels around. I'm talking about skunk.
No, they got the stink pocket. No,
No.
that's a black
That
squirrel.
Mendicus, you have to venture out into
I'm-
nature more
yeah, I'm
often.
pretty sure
That is a
That's a
skunk.
horse. No, that's a horse.
You know what? Yes,
So wait, what's
I can't
I
even.
mean, does that mean Vaden has a stink pocket too?
What's that invisible thing talking?
Listen, we all have a stink pocket, Pavel. You want me to show you? Just go over there, rub your undercarriage for a minute and sniff your hand.
That's the smell of a man.
Like garlic and onion.
Oh, that's a good smell. What do you mean?
Right, and so you all spend the night enjoying the squirrel or sloth. Alcest successfully making another batch of his poison, his paralysis poison. You all awaken the next morning, and Kuzma leaves the tent in the same clothes he was wearing the night before.
You dirty, dirty boy.
Oh,
I mean, everyone wears the same clothes from the night before.
I've never worn the same outfit twice.
Maybe it's just a gnome thing.
Oh, so Yasmin, you carry around a shitload of clothes with you then?
Just enough to, where I can always change.
All right.
Do you just like that one shirt a lot that you bought like 15 of the same shirt?
Well,
that was my
like-
next question.
It doesn't count if you wear it inside out and then backwards inside out. That's all different.
Oh, okay.
Well, I assumed everyone did that. I mean, it gives you 4 uses out of the same piece of clothing.
Kuzma, make me a performance check at advantage, or a Constitution check at advantage, because you got the potato to help.
I'm going performance.
At advantage,
Thank God.
with a 19, you leave the morning, not with a potato, but with some potato wedges, some fried
Fair
potato
enough.
wedges.
Friction.
Friction's a hell of a drug.
Potato planted in garden, comrades.
High five, Kuzma. High five.
High five.
There is
High five.
starch.
Very nice.
There's starch all over his hand. You
Is that
hope.
legit the
what-
berries,
you hope.
sweet
What
of the
is
juice?
this?
That almost got on my boots, Kuzma. That's not cool. You need to
Yeah,
warn us
buddy.
before that.
Why is it so sticky and crusty?
I quite like it. It's just I like this.
All right.
And so
That's,
so you all continue on. Assuming you guys continue to help Outcast, you can go ahead and make 2 more potions along the way. So this would be the last 2 of the higher DCs. Assuming they guide and inspire you, you are welcome to roll the D8 and D4, as long as Yasmorn actually inspires you and Kuzma wants.
I want to hear another song.
Yeah,
I can just add another +10 to that.
it's only a 33 though. You could.
Oh yeah.
Could add more.
Don't worry, guys. I don't need help.
Consent's pretty important.
Besides when I'm poisoning, but yeah, I'm inspired. I feel inspired from that. Consent.
Oh, duh.
Okay. D8 and a D4. Up to a 35, 38. You get a DC 16 out of that. And go ahead and do it again. We can go ahead and assume they do the same thing for you. So D20.
Okay, as I keep help you make poison to slay enemies. Good thing.
Yeah, it's got to fuck the motherfuckers up. So then becomes a 23, and then...
Together we hunt and slay the malignant invasive of this land.
23, 28... Yeah, 32 again.
Another DC 16. Alrighty, and that is the last of your higher DCs you're going for. The rest of these are going to be just easier to make up the standard DC 13s. Okay. You've got 3 more days before you guys reach Brintakor, assuming that's where you're heading for Mendicus's thing.
Yeah, I got a place to be down there.
Yeah, you guys don't know much about why he wants to go down there. You guys have just kind of broadly said, does anyone have anything to do? And he has mentioned that he has some business down in Brintakor.
Yeah, it's on the way to the south. I know. Outcast, you said you got something to go on there. It's just a small pit stop. So.
How far south are we going?
No, I mean like it's on the way to wherever you want to go. I'm just taking a mini detour.
Where are we going again for your thing?
It's like yeah, right there. It's like we just follow this road. Instead of going to that shithole Malona, we go to another shithole Brintakor.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, overall, did we want to go to the cave and try to find legendary weapons, and then perhaps Ion's library, or do we have some other objective we're going for?
I just got this spot I need to go to, and then I'll go wherever you guys want to go.
Would you like one of my paralyzing potions just in case you run into shit? I mean, it's always a chance you could just play it off as a lotion if you want to try to deceive them.
No, I'd rather him being fully aware while I kill this person. Wait, never mind. I'm not doing anything down there. Wait, we need to. Yeah, let's just go.
No, you never know, you know.
What did you say this is for, Mendicus?
I need to meet this guy. He owes me something.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough reason for me.
Very rare button.
Anyone, well, Outcast, from what you remember about Brintakor, it was a very large Dragonborn hub back in your day. It was a city that was like a population of like 90% Dragonborn. But otherwise,
It's just changed.
Now it's a shithole.
you can go ahead and make 4 other or let's see how far. I think it's 3 days is what I said. Yeah, it's 3 more days. You guys arrive mid-afternoon in Brintakor on that 6th day. If you would like to go ahead and make your 3 of your final checks.
Gotcha.
And this is for the easy one. With the easier DC, it's a DC 12 for each of the things rather than a DC 15.
I gotta open this shit back up 1 sec.
Are you good?
So now that's a 21, and we go into the thing.
I mean, yeah, just roll. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're fine.
Okay.
Just using all your non-outcast rolls right here.
So all those succeed?
Yep. So you got 3 DC 13 paralysis poisons. Nice. You all, as you approach this city, the closer you get to it out in this region, actually, tag everyone there. The closer you get to the city in this region, before you get to that final crossroads, it is quite the hustle and bustle. There are carts coming and going, large carts, small carts, people on horseback. You're passing farms that are more and more abundant as you get closer to this split between Brintakor and Sarajevo. There are even like small villages the closer you get. Nothing is large enough to have more than one tavern or inn, but still something. But as you pass the crossroads and enter into that final stretch towards Brintakor, there is an almost immediate change. The trees begin to get smaller and smaller and less frequent. The air begins to grow a little bit thicker. There's a bit of a haze coming over the far part of the city.
Hi guys, that's just me. Thick here, there.
Vaden, you begin to get some weird looks as you get closer from some of the orcs and dwarves that seem to be more and more abundant. The closer you get, most of the carts leaving or coming into Brintakor tend to be 70-80% plus dwarves and orcs and half orcs. Very few actual full-blood orcs. You see the occasional Goliath, but you see everybody kind of giving the stink eye to Vaden.
That seems normal.
Nah.
I give the stink eye to Vaden too.
I don't really notice anything different.
One
Good
person
figures.
goes as far as to spit at the ground in front of Vaden as they gallop by on horse.
Oh, hold on.
Hey,
now.
who's that guy?
Hold on now.
Who's
Hold
that
on
guy
now.
though?
Hey,
Bring up the battle map.
No.
Bring up the
Yep.
You
battle map.
almost spit on me!
Can I make an insight check to know if he was spitting at me?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Can I immediately cast Fireball in his direction?
You are welcome to, but it's a little bit crowded. But yes, you know that it is at you because he spits at the ground near you and goes, "Fucking Lolthite."
What's your problem?
Okay, fine. All right, ignore the intimidation check. Because
it was shit?
No. Because after he said that, I was gonna go straight up to him and fuck with him. But you there? What is your name?
He ignores you and continues to gallop away on horseback.
I'll have you know I do not follow that goddess. I am against her. And I spit back in his direction if he's going slow. You know what? I might fucking throw something at him too. Nah.
I'll approve of that. Actually,
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft, and as that loogie leaves his mouth, I want to puff a wind to make it go a little farther.
Okay. Yeah. Did I get him? Did I get him? Did I spit on his neck?
you didn't make a battle map for this one, did you?
No, I did not. trying to think of what role you would make for a loogie.
I mean, a performance?
I'll let you do performance at advantage because of the druid craft. Somehow, despite the fact he is galloping away on horse, spits at you, like it hits him in the back of the head. It's a nice, like, chonky, yellowish look. Anyone else want to make the sound? We got 2.
I think that's enough.
I actually had a spit.
You spit on your floor?
I spit in the can that I poured.
Nice.
Does he turn around?
He looks back. He like wipes the back of his head, and there's just like
Yeah.
a massive globule of spit just coming off of his fingers. He flicks you off and just says, "Go back south, crawler."
Yeah, I'll ignore him. Fuck him. He's not worth my goddamn time.
Well,
Come here and make me, you son of a bitch.
You see him look at the bugbear and then gallop off a little bit faster.
Yeah,
But he's invisible. He hasn't opened his eyes this whole time.
Just the lion.
Nah, he needs to be sleeping.
He tied the whip around himself and let you guys
Yep.
hold the whip.
He's out to be sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
As you guys get closer and closer to Brintakor, there's a large sign that says, "Welcome to Brintakor, home of the world's largest button."
I thought this place was a shithole. Didn't really change since I've been here last.
Listen, Mendicus, whatever I do, I will get that button for you.
Oh, fucking damn right we're getting that button.
Well, okay, hold on now. Let's paddle back a little bit. Depends on how big it is, because I don't know if you want
I don't think that
Pavel.
matters one
It
bit.
doesn't get bigger. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know who's going to carry it this entire way.
What are they?
Pavel!
If it is a button, we could probably roll it.
If it's made of metal, I can.
Pavel's got a point.
Pavel just went big brain, guys.
Why, let's just roll this fucking huge... We gotta see this button first. They could be
Hey,
lying.
wait a second.
You
I
know
got
what?
mage hand. I can just have a magic hand roll it.
You know what? I think we need to see this button first. Let's
Yeah.
go. I'm
They
sure
could be
it's in
lying.
the town. I'm sure it's in the town square or something on display somewhere.
How do you guys know there's a button here?
There's a sign. Oh, I guess you can't read.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pavel. Yeah, there's a sign that says that. You should learn how to read.
Kuzma's teaching me one day.
It. Gee. One
Kuzma,
day.
you got an uphill battle, bud.
Especially after he lose mind. Never been the same.
As another dwarf, a different dwarf, rides by you on the way into the city, you see him giving the stink eye to Vaden, and as his gaze passes over the group, he looks at you, Mendicus, and goes, "Nice boots."
You know, I hated that guy for a second, and then I really liked him. So I'm not sure what to feel. This place, it confuses me a lot.
And over the last final mile, you get that almost like nonstop. Not necessarily people like verbalizing them liking your boots, but like just like the stink eye, and then giving Mendicus an approving nod occasionally, like that, like a thumbs up towards the boots. Yeah.
You know, Vaden, this almost makes me want to let you borrow my boots, just to
Yes.
see what they do. But
You know what? Maybe that
these
would
are my
be
most prized
interesting.
possessions.
I
So
don't know if our feet would fit in the same boots.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I mean, we are both.
Just
of-
because you're black doesn't mean your feet are bigger than mine, Vaden.
Aiden, that was pretty uncalled for.
I did not mean any harm, Mendicus. I'm just saying we have not measured our feet.
That's rude.
Anyway, let's go off to see this button.
So you all, on like the final mile in, like I said, you get a lot of these disapproving looks of the drow in the group, approving looks of the boots. But Kuzma, the closer you get, the more you get this almost airy version of what blood smells like. So, very irony, very coal, like, but not like campfire. You've dealt with a similar smell once before, far up into Mother's Island, when you encountered some weird-looking dwarves that look nothing like the dwarves down here. If you had to guess, there's some sort of mine nearby, and probably a lot of metal refinery going on within this city that may be causing the dwindling amounts of trees that you've seen, because the smoke is probably not probably, but it is not as healthy for these trees as natural air would be.
This is a bad place to be, I think. We need.
Yeah, I told you, this place is a shithole before we got here.
Nice boots.
Well, okay, maybe it's not a shithole. That's kind of nice.
Why do you say it's a bad place, Kuzma?
You smell the air. It smells disgusting. It smells like the mining is destroying the ground, I think. I've smelled this once before in mine.
You said that mining.
They people who tear from ground unnecessarily make metal. Disgusting metal.
I mean, depending on what they're mining.
Sure.
I could always use diamonds. I mean, they're good components for spells. I could use mithril.
But processed ground into metal is terrible, especially if you need. I don't know.
What if it helps the proletariat or whatever you call them?
Well,
that's a fucking conundrum right
What
there, isn't it?
if we turned those metal into coins and gave them to the poor?
sometimes it must, embrace savage worlds of nature and exist in harmony with it, but unnecessarily disgusting.
Hey,
Are you saying that they should find a cleaner way to do this mining?
Shouldn't yet mine at all for metal.
Well, if you don't mine at all for metal, then how will the poor get rich?
You stop use money. Well, I don't understand. I haven't spent a cent.
But how do you exchange goods and services then?
Standing behind Kuzma, I want to hold up a bag of money, and then put my finger over my mouth and be like, "Shh."
There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. You must just give freely and take freely if you need.
Right. Of course, Kuzma, of course. And I wink at Pavel.
This has been a great speech, hey guys?
Oh, of course. And that has got to be my departure. Yes, I will go investigate this large button for Mendicus, as I have promised him buttons. These people here do not seem to like me, so I will meet up with you all when it's time to leave.
Alright, and at this point in time, with you guys entering the city, Vaden heading his separate way, let's go ahead and take our break here. We are back. You all find yourself in Brintakor. This is going to be the image for Brintakor. It's a very sad looking place. Anything in particular you guys are doing here?
This is a bad place.
Yeah, it's fucking shithole.
Why are you bringing us here?
I got business with somebody who I need to find, and I wish Vaden was here, because he could use his fucking monk perceptiveness to help me out, but since he's looking for the button, which is equally important, I will. I say we stay the night. I will entrust my button shoes to you, Alcahest. Do not, please keep them safe.
Why are you
gonna
afraid? What's you?
I'm gonna go beg on the street. I need to learn some things, and that's really the only way I know how. So
Yeah, sure. I'll hold on to your shoes, I guess.
Yeah,
you gotta give up your metaphorically golden boots here.
Yeah. I mean, you can't be, the poor sap with shoes like these. Like, no one will believe you.
Are you gonna tell them that the drow stole your shoes?
No, because they'll straight up kill Vade if they find out he stole my shoes.
That's fair.
Not like they need a reason to. I mean, he is what he is. But yeah, I want to go. Is he arm striking me now? Oh, it's somebody else.
Oh, I saw something move!
Punching
You're a fucking 22, Jesus.
and did 1 damage.
Oh, I saw
Who's
something
he
moving.
hitting?
Oh, sorry, it was just Vade. Sorry, I thought I saw something moving in the dark there. I got jumpy.
Quiet, I'm just right behind you.
Sorry, sorry.
Batman now, Vade?
I'm used to smelling you before I see you, and that just kind of surprised me.
Mendicus, who is the guy that you are looking for? Maybe I can be of assistance.
I don't think that they would respond well to you. Let me just go spend the night out and try to find some things out, and then if I can't find nothing, I'll tell you, and we'll go from there.
Do you want my lion?
No, that would be very detrimental. That'd be like having 2 pairs of button shoes at this point. Which I would love, by the way, if you have another pair.
I have more fur.
And it's soft now.
They are boots with the fur. But let's go find the least disgusting place to stay in here. Maybe an old wood cabin or something.
Kuzma, you notice that somebody walks by right now with like these blue thick pants that have apples tied around the bottom of them.
Don't do it.
They're apple bottom jeans.
No, don't do it. That was horrible. Edit that out.
Alright.
Are there any miners around?
There's a couple of little kids. Clearly an orphan. No, I know you meant minor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised y'all's were to jump right on that.
But yeah. You hear a tavern nearby that has some music being played in a minor key. Alright, yeah. But yeah, there are a bunch of miners around. Like you see, with it being later in the evening, several different dwarves coming down the street towards you all, like looking to cut up towards the street. Some of them are looking in your direction. Most of them are just kind of like chatting, shoulders slumped, pickaxes and shovels over their shoulder. One of them pushing a wheelbarrow in front of them, now empty but very much coated black with like a single streak of the original color of like the silver that it once was.
I'm gonna go find the nearest homeless camp.
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah. Why not? It's
Yeah,
been a
you
while.
ain't coming with.
Yeah,
Hey!
I'm not gonna make you roll for that because I think you can just do that.
Yeah, I instinctively know where that is. I've been alive for 150 years with these things.
All right, what did you want to do with the miners?
I'll just talk to them, see what they're mining.
You're lucky, son of a
you
bitch.
punch one of the miners. Well, actually, let's see. Let's see if you punch one of the miners. I don't have a battle map.
That's the second time you've rolled one to hit me in a row.
Make
How
another.
about he hits a kid?
Make another attack roll.
Just and nothing.
Just straight D20 to see if you hit one of the miners. With a 10, you miss the miner.
Oh, that was a crit. I clicked on critical hit.
What? Oh, that's for
Good time.
damage, though. Yeah, but the 10 misses. So as you swing and badly miss
Critical hit
Mendicus...
was a 1 damage anyways.
Well, yeah, because it only does 1 damage.
Oh yeah, because you didn't pass the training because you're a piece of shit.
Fist damage is 1 plus your strength. That's it, unless you're trained. So, as you swing, you miss Mendicus badly, and I rolled a d20, rolled a 2, so that means something bad would happen. You came about like 3 inches from a dwarf's face, who
Not the first time.
Watch where you're swinging at there, lad. And he like shoves you backwards. Fucking tall people thinking they can just punch it with whoever they fucking like. Piece of shite.
Listen, look, brother, my fellow gnome. You know I mean no harm to you. Brother to brother.
He grabs the nape of your shirt, pulls you down to him. What the fuck did you just call me?
Brother, no.
Did you just call me a fucking gnome? Have you ever seen a gnome with this kind of facial hair?
Just Santa. Look, I brought you a gift. This is from Santa to you. I've been holding on to this. He told me to give it to you.
He snatches it from your hand. What the fuck do you know about Santa?
Believe it or not, I lived in Santa's kingdom for quite some time, delivering gifts for him.
Make a persuasion check. With a 27. Santa used to visit our orphanage every fucking year after the first snow. If you're with him, I'll forgive you this time. Watch where you're punching, and I'm a dwarf, not a gnome there.
Of course.
Brother
Dwarf. Yes, brother dwarf. Thank you.
He kind of like releases you back to standing up and begins to walk away as Alcest intervenes.
But, excuse me, sir.
Everybody except for the person that actually wanted to talk to them first. Go ahead. Go ahead, Toffel. Are you talking to the same guy, or like? Because this is like a group of about 7 dwarves.
Oh, I'll talk to all of them if I can.
Oh,
You're just gonna stare at him silently.
Does your lion get your tongue there, lad?
Well, I was kind of looking for where the women stay, like a brothel, drinks.
If you are looking for a good time, you're looking for the mother's pickaxe.
Damn it, I just gave away my pickaxe.
It's where we're heading now. Drinks are a copper. The women are 2. The beds are 3.
That's perfect. I think my friend Alcast has a question for you as well.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you guys mine out here.
We personally work for an iron mine to the south, but there's a copper mine to the north, the gem mine to the east, but you have to work at least 200 years before you can work there, if you're lucky. Finding gems brings home the most money, and therefore it's the most competitive.
Do you know of any mithril mines?
There is word that underneath the copper mine is a small mithril mine, but there is also word, though we haven't hit it yet, that there's supposed to be some adamantine under our iron mine, so we're hoping to hit that and increase our pay to that of the filthy gem miners.
Yeah, it'd be very lucrative.
Aye. Adamantine something special.
Yeah, good luck to you, brother.
Aye. And he gives you a weird look. It's nice armor you're wearing.
Yeah, it's part of my skin.
Gross.
You know, give or take, metal, stone, wood.
Anyone else want to say anything to them before they walk away? They start to walk away, heading up the street, the way that, like, if you guys had continued on your path, they're heading now that direction.
Hey Kuzma, if you think I let a girl pet my cat, I could pet hers.
Huh?
The lion.
Yeah, you gonna bring that lion into this place?
It seems like a fair trade.
I don't think they'll let you bring this line into it.
Well, Pavel, I think it's a great idea. You impress lady with how big your pussy is or something.
You could impress them with how good you drill. They said it's below their mind.
Pavel, I need to always understand you.
You know, like drilling.
You hear one of the dwarves call back. I think he means fucking. It's the same thing as getting
Thank you.
deeper.
Yes, sir. Have you ever seen a mustache like that?
Only on me ma.
Alright. Go and find brothel now. I think Pavel needs some time.
I mean, if you guys want to head to the Mother's Pickaxe, you guys are welcome to follow that set of dwarves. Otherwise, you can roll an investigation check to see if you can find a higher end one that doesn't cost 2 copper for a lady.
Are there any cabins in this town?
What do you mean by cabin?
Non-metal buildings?
Make an investigation check. Kuzma, with a 5, most of these buildings, though some are wooden, none of them are entirely wooden. Almost all of them are baseline stone or entirely out of stone. Which is probably better than metal for Kuzma, but metal houses
Kuzma,
are hard
what?
to deal with. Go ahead.
Get up here, and I'm gonna lift Kuzma up and then put him on top of my shoulders on top of the line, so that he can see better and hopefully roll another one.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you roll another one as you kind of pick him up and give him a better vantage point around the town.
There's my rolls.
Well, at least the one doesn't stick, but the 5 does.
I couldn't say anything until he picked me up.
Well, with the nat 1, you find what you think is a wooden house, but it's a metal house painted as a wooden house.
So what we do in this town? I still need to get a good idea of how this goes.
There must be an orphanage nearby. We can train some soldiers.
Yes, one that's a great idea. Let me help you on Orf Army adventure. Look for. I need to know how to distinguish between dwarf and dwarf child, but
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I should be careful who I talk to. I kind of got. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of got lucky last time. That pickaxe really wasn't from Santa. I made that up. If I'm being honest. I got a couple candles, but I really don't know what else I can give to anyone else that I piss off.
is there anybody walking around the street or anything?
Say it again?
Is there anybody walking around on the street we can talk to?
I mean, yeah, there's it's almost entirely dwarves and half-orcs, the occasional Goliath and human mixed in. Once or twice you see, like, a kind of down on its luck elf, high elf and wood elf. They look kind of similar to Mendicus, though quite a bit dirtier and more coal mine looking.
I'm just gonna, the first person I see, it's friendly enough. Probably a dwarf walking down the street. And we're like, "Привет. You know where closest orphanage is here? My friends here love the children."
Could you rephrase that there, Halflin?
My friend Yasmon here, the gnome. He loved the children. Can you point us where we can find the children? Orphans, the people without the parents.
Do you have a moment to talk in private there, Halflin? And he puts his arm around your shoulder and pulls you away a couple steps. Are you aware that that's a human back there, or? Because if he's telling you he's a gnome who's interested in people his size. It's,
So I think he don't know he human. He think
he's a
know.
little special in the head.
No, we going to drop him off at orphanage.
Oh, aye.
Can you tell us where it is?
There's one up the road. It is hard to miss. It's there's an old on the corner. You'll see a mostly broken old sign that has a dragon's head on it. It's the old home of the Platinum Dragon. An old church before the war long ago. They never bothered taking down the sign because it just led to the orphanage, so they let it stand.
Oh, well, we go and look now. Hey, you know, you don't have to live this life. You don't have to live among disgusting mental mind. Just try to let you know. I'd be on my way.
Do you know much about the dwarves?
Yeah.
Find somebody taller stature. Ask them about what the dwarves enjoy before you try to lecture me on how I should live my life. You're not from this area. You ain't got 3 inches of dirt built up on your skin. Maybe around your cock, but sorry.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that. Obviously, you wouldn't know. So, dwarves love the underground. If anything, you should tell us that we should leave underground, not above ground, and mine underground. Now,
I know someone like that.
good. Ask them what it's like to be a dwarf then. And he puts his hand on your shoulder and be like, he's just like, be careful what words you spread. Only so much can be forgiven. And he starts to walk away.
You guys want? I think we find little kids over here for you to play with.
Hey, be careful how you word that. Hey, Kuzma, how many of these guys are dwarves and how many of them are gnomes? Because I can't tell. I'm trying to find my people.
Since I met you, I'm not really sure how to identify gnome. To be honest with you.
I got no idea neither.
No idea.
Well, are they related to Vaden in some way? Why do they all look like Vaden?
Oh.
Hey, Kuzma,
Da?
you think once we get to the orphanage, we could just leave Yasmorn and he'd have flashbacks?
We could watch him while he's asleep at the orphanage, see what happens.
No.
Something tells me he's
Couldn't
not
do
going to
that.
be sleeping very much.
Alright, let's be on way. Let's be on way so we go and convince
Free training grounds.
Are you coming with us, Alcahest?
Now, where are we going?
To Yasmorn's home.
We're going to an orphanage?
You can hit a brothel
going
with me
home?
after.
Don't really use either one of those things personally, but sure, I'll travel with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if an orphanage is going to put me in the mood. What's your purpose in hitting those 2 places up back to back?
I just assumed that you were going to stay at the orphanage and we could just get a drink and pretend like nothing ever
I
happened.
just want. Look, I'm just looking for warriors, bodyguards, soldiers,
Children.
simple stuff. Really.
children soldier. Or farming.
Yeah, it's the best
help.
kind.
I help.
Like I said, they make the worst deals. They will. I tell y'all, man, they will accept some of the lowest pay I've ever seen. I swear, y'all. We go to the right place, you will find kids who will die for candy.
Alright, and you guys begin to make your way to this unnamed pre-orphan army camp, while Mendicus you have made your way to. You quickly find a like bridge, and you know that's a good starting point.
Oh yeah.
You look under it. You don't see anyone immediately, but it is encroaching dinner time.
Is there like a van down by a river I could find?
Not a van, but you follow trails of trash and like muddy footprints into the city, where you find there's a group of about like 15, almost entirely humans, like 12 humans, one dwarf, one half orc, very malnourished half orc, and a wood elf in there. They're like in this alleyway, standing, like staring at this door, waiting for it to open. And you know this look. This is the look of somebody waiting for scraps to be thrown out the back of a tavern after dinner time.
I want to look at their feet. Who's got the nicest shoes?
9 of them are barefoot, but the half orc has the most intact shoes. His toes,
Right,
his toes on his left foot are sticking out.
He's the guy that I want to talk to. I just want to walk up to him and be like...
He immediately, like, before you say anything, he, like, shoves you behind him to make sure you're not in front of him before the scraps come out.
I'm going to punch him in the back of the head. I don't have an unarmed...
Unarmed strike! Unarmed strike!
No need to roll, because he is extremely focused.
Oh, I do have an unarmed strike. I'm rolling anyways.
18 will hit. You can go ahead and roll damage.
Boom! Boom! Right in the back of the head. Don't fucking push me back, you son of a bitch.
He towers up to his, like, 6'3", which is actually pretty short for a half orc.
Hey, I'm looking for information. I don't want to steal your fucking scraps.
Is that how you ask? You punch people in the back of the head.
Yeah, I'll punch you in the fucking front of the head, too.
Make an intimidation check. This is pure confidence coming through. And, like, you see him, like, looking back and forth between you and the door. What do you want? What do you want to know?
I'm looking for the guy who trades in people.
You gotta be more specific.
I know you know who I'm talking about. If you don't tell me who it is, I will kill you and the rest of your friends tonight.
Performance check.
Make another intimidation check.
I'm going to shoot a fireball straight in the air.
Add it.
just straight in the air. I'm just going to point it straight up and just fucking shoot it straight up. And I will kill you and everyone you know tonight.
Oh my god, he lit that house on fire!
You guys are not there. He is like a half mile away.
Oh, okay.
But you do hear a small flame sound way off in the distance, but that could be a brazier lighting nearby. Make an intimidation check at advantage. This is like a DC 5. Don't worry.
Okay, fuck it. Hey guys, I rolled 2 twos.
Alka rolls.
Yeah, fucking shit.
Alka took all the good rolls for his paralysis poisons. All right. Can you spare any food? And I'll give you a couple names.
Man, you're waiting in line for food. Fucking just give me the names.
Fucking son of a... He like looks up in the air where the as a couple
little
of
fire flakes falling down.
Yeah, like little bits of ash falling down. All right, do you know his race?
Yeah, human.
NASCAR.
Whole of 500. Talladega.
I don't know where you can find him. Okay. All I know is his name, and I avoid the word when I hear it. I take off running. Although I'm not his type, I'm not a girl. He goes by the Meat Man.
Where does he pick him up?
Normally, 2 blocks south of the well.
All right. What time? Is it like weekly, daily?
I've never heard of a pattern, but more often than one would hope. So people tend not to go out at night, but for some reason people still fucking do. People are desperate, I guess.
All right. Fucking enjoy your meal. I'm gonna leave.
And you hear immediate like clamor about like that small group of people talking about what the fuck was that? How the fuck did he do that? You hear this half-orc get ridiculed quite a bit for giving up information, saying that it's going to get him killed, and then all of that stops as you hear the back door creak open. Like by creak open, I mean like the hinges creak, but the door slams open. You hear the sound of food hitting the ground and just people beginning to fight over it.
That could be good entertainment.
I have no idea where this fucking well is, but I'd like to find out.
All right. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check real quick. Just straight persuasion.
I'll ask some random dude. Yeah.
Are you not?
Where's town well?
And he gives you like rough directions, like 12 blocks south, 3 blocks east, another block south. If you get to the bear that looks like a rock, you've gone too far.
Those are shit directions, friend.
This is a shit place.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Can't deny that. Hey, where's the brothel? The cheap one.
That's a pretty dumb question, for being honest. It's like, which place isn't a brothel? That house and that house. That's
the cheap one on like Main Street.
Are you talking about the Mother's Pickaxe?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's 9 blocks north of the well.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go meet up with the group. I'm assuming they went there because they're too stupid to go anywhere else.
I'm actively taking us around in circles. No, he's this way. I think he's this way.
Well, you guys are actually going to the orphan place first.
Right.
So you
have we managed to locate it?
Yeah, pretty easily. You guys kind of wander around in the general area, asking for directions here and there, not having to be as direct as Mendicus was, and you eventually get pointed to the orphanage, and it's pretty prominent, or what probably was at one point in time a prominent area of the city that has since kind of run down quite a bit. You see this very much decayed, wood rotten sign that maybe shows signs of being blue at one point in time with a little bit of silver, but is now just rotten wood. The old symbol of Bahamut, though slightly different than maybe... Actually, I guess you guys probably wouldn't have seen it anytime recently. An old symbol of Bahamut, parts of it kind of cracked and broken off. There's a hole through the middle of it. There's a dagger and a hatchet sticking on the corners of it. And you hear... not children playing, but children talking. Young voices coming from down the way a bit. As you approach... Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just going to ask Osborne something, but I can wait.
What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, Osborne, we've been to plenty of these places, and if you wanted an army, then why don't we just take one home?
Pavel, it doesn't work like that. You got to let them grow as people. You got to put your name out there, and they will seek you out. And then at that point, it's sort of like point of no return. They've already dedicated so much of their life to you that it's like they're going to do whatever the hell you say.
That makes sense.
I weed out the weak-willed. I make them come find me, and then in our time of need, they'll assist us. And then at that point, we've got essentially a kamikaze plane we can launch at the enemy.
Okay, I know I'm probably the smartest one here, and I have to say that makes sense.
What makes sense?
What?
What are you talking about? I don't follow.
I'm following you.
As this
Yeah,
conversation,
I'm not talking about money.
As this conversation continues, you guys continue to walk up this road. Kuzma and Alkesh, you kind of zone it out as you hear a couple kids playing nearby. You see these two little half-orcs and a dwarf. The dwarf, even with now a better beard than I personally have, noting him as maybe 15 to 17, which is really young for a dwarf. That's the equivalent of 9 for a human. You see them stop passing this mostly deflated ball back and forth, and one of the half-orcs says, "Hey, look, that redhead's back. Wonder what the fuck he wants. You guys want to do what we did to the last one?" "Well, aye, sure. I'll go get the shit buckets." And they begin to walk away from you guys, kind of arcing around towards the orphanage.
Does anyone hear this?
You and Kuzma did.
I need to think a second.
With your passive perceptions of being 18, so obviously Vaden would have heard it too if he was here, but yeah.
I want to get away from Yasmon, because if those kids throw shit at me, I'm going to incinerate the children.
Wait, what did you say? Throw shit?
No. They're going to offer you a delicious drink from a well.
Really?
Yeah. The children. It's for the children.
I think it's about time someone paid me my due respect.
It is. They're probably going to join your orphan army, and they respect gnomes.
That's what I like to hear.
So you think we wait here till they get back?
I'd very much walk away from whatever they're going to offer. I'm getting away. I don't want to burn children today.
Perhaps we continue one way then, I guess.
No backup?
I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
No, I didn't mean. Oh, god damn it! All right, I waltz down towards the orphan.
Yeah, you eventually make your way to what looks to be. Alkesh, you can appreciate this in a different manner than everybody else. This is, to most of you, kind of crudely crafted stone pillars that lead, mostly not very well kept recently, and not of the original colors they may have been. Mostly soot-covered, dark gray, maybe a very, very burnished-looking silver in some places. But looks like kind of crudely crafted stone pillars. I guess for a moment, you remember a flashback. No need to roll or anything, but almost a little flash memory to what they used to look like when they were beautiful. These pillars, not made of crudely crafted stone, but finely crafted stone in the shape of dragon scales all the way up, changing color from silver to gold to brass to copper to bronze, and just rotating in that all the way up and around in a small spiral formation from top to bottom, but now discolored and just kind of sad to have seen the change. Yeah.
People they tend to let things look shitty over time.
And you guys approach the door. Otherwise, it's an old cathedral, moderately well taken care of. Nothing extensive done to it to keep it up and running, but seems everything has been made for utility. Broken windows have just been boarded up. Holes in the wall have just been boarded up, not nicely plastered or repaired. Look, if you make fun of your own voice cracks, nobody else can make fun of you for them. That's the rule.
I'm not sure that's true, but
That's the rule I live by.
I won't make fun of you for it. Mendicus will, though.
Thanks. It's just me, Wally. I opened up a shop here. All right. Are you guys heading in? Yasmorn?
Well, if Alcahest and Kuzma both stayed back, when Yasmorn said, whatever he said, like take a step back or something. I'm gonna stay back with them. So if Yasmorn's going in by himself, then he is.
Going in, Yasmorn?
I'm waltzing in.
All right, as you open the door, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Of course. That kid's better make a fucking death saving throw.
You gotta make an example of your new privates.
Yes. Alcahest rolls, bitches. Fuck all of you.
Yes,
Yeah!
you've cursed us.
Yeah.
Fucking took the
fun.
43s. Fuck the rest of you.
What happens with this?
I think the name of this episode is gonna be
Reverse Alcahest.
everybody is Outcast except for Outcast.
That's what it feels like when you fuck the Triceratops, you bitch.
That was a funny joke.
That was. You open the door, step in, and you take
Pride damage.
1 point of bludgeoning damage as a bucket filled to the brim with shit and piss pours all over you.
What? Is there anybody nearby?
Make a perception check at disadvantage, as you are very distracted by being. Actually, no, this is pretty not normal for you.
Oh yeah, I want to see
Perception
this.
check, yeah.
Can I tell if there's how many people around me, like seeing this, basically?
All you can hear are whatever the reactions of your party is behind you.
Osborne is proficient in shit, so this shit.
Who the hell? Who the fuck did this? What the hell's going on? Yo, what the fuck? I'm covered in shit and piss.
Typical, usual day for you, Osborne. I mean,
I stormed deeper into the orphanage. What the fuck? Who the fuck did this to me?
Stepping around the corner is this, even for a gnome, a teeny tiny gnome, like 2'9", red turning gray hair gnome. She looks at you and goes, "What in the hell? What? Strickland, did you some bitch? I'm sorry, sir, I'll be right back. Fucking, oh, you son of bitches, I'm gonna fucking wring them by their fucking necks."
Who the hell did this?
I don't fucking know there, lad. Just sit and fucking tight. I'll be right back. Fucking.
No.
Hey.
Move. Are the kids watching? Are there kids here?
Now that you've had a chance to get the shit out of your eyes, yes, there are about like 12 kids peeking out of doors in this hallway.
I use phantasmal force, and then I stick both of my hands out, and I make it look like from her mouth, like out, that I'm ripping out. I'm basically ripping her inside out in front of all the kids. You know, I get a 10-foot cube. I feel like she's within that. That I'm ripping her out from her mouth. Now she can't see it. I think. Wait. I think that's silent image I got to use. But I just basically want to make it look like I'm ripping her from the inside out. In front of them all. In response to being covered in their shit and piss.
All but 2 of them fail. Out of the 20 orphans watching, I rolled 10d20, 2 per. One of them rolled nat 18s, so 2 of them would have figured it out. The rest of them start to like scream and squeal. Kuzma and Alkesh, you see the 2 dwarves, or the 2 half-orcs and the dwarf that you guys saw outside in the very first room, or the second room on the right, duck back into their room and you can hear whimpering coming from several different rooms, but definitely from that room, as she continues to rant at you. Not at you, but at the kids, and trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
But the same dwarf was in another room within the house? Is that what you're saying?
No. The dwarf and the 2 half-orcs were in the second room on the right.
That we were talking to earlier.
That you guys saw talking outside. The 3 kids that were playing with a 3/4 deflated ball that talked about messing with the redhead, who is back again.
Did they react to the silent image or the phantasmal force?
Yes. They immediately, like when seeing that happen, ducked back inside as they saw Yasmorn beginning to tear out her insides. What in the hell's going on? Why? Stop fucking crying! Stop! Son of a bitch! Can you? I'm sorry. You guys are guests in my home, or in this home. Can you please step outside while I get these?
I turn around. Tell me who did this, or I'll do this to every one of you.
Make an intimidation check at advantage. 23, nice. Every single of the 22 kids
Give him to me.
points to that second room on the right, and the dwarf goes, I'm so sorry. It's just you're coming back here for the second time. We don't know why you're here. Please don't hurt us. Please don't.
Wait, this is a kid?
Yeah, a little dwarven child.
I stomp right up to him. I stomp right up and I get real close to him. And I get right up to him. And I say, I like your style, kid. How about you join me? How about you work for me?
I can't work for you. I'm only 17.
I don't mean like that, you fucking weirdo. I mean, why don't you come kill for me?
Is it kill for you or to be killed by you?
Yeah, no. I mean, it is kill or be killed out there. But,
What about in here, right now?
it's not a suggestion.
Is it a treat?
It's a strong recommendation.
Make either make another intimidation check if you're trying to intimidate, or a persuasion check if you're trying to persuade.
I mean, that's gotta be
Oh,
advantage.
shit!
He's
I
covered
guess-
in shit.
roll.
Yeah, I am covered in
shit.
Hey, no, wait, as I say that, I accidentally swallow some of the shit. And I...
I mean, that one makes sense, yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's gross.
I think I'm happier here with Lady Berfu.
Oh, that's really gross. Oh, I think I'm gonna puke again.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry. I've had nothing but cord for the last 3 days.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, is there a bathroom?
Like, just a place to go potty.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pick up the bucket we dumped on you.
I puke on the kid.
Let's roll a dex save for it, the
That
kid.
fits.
Yep. There's so many nat ones today. That's
Alka has snowball.
That's a -1 as you puke into his mouth and he starts to puke back on you.
All right, well, I gotta roll a dex save for that.
Let's continue.
Just remember
Puke back and forth into each other's mouths.
this is what happens when Vaden misses session.
Like, the shit just falls
God.
apart.
Skillfully dodged.
Yeah, this time he pukes, but it's just between your legs and you kind of just jump up and out of the way.
All right, this place is fucking gross. Anyway,
Mom's not here again.
I don't think there's really any point in trying to recruit any of these punks no more. I'm out of here. I gotta go find a shower.
One of the half orcs pops out of the room and is like, You're gonna give us a way out here?
Huh?
You can give us a way out?
Disconnects.
Look, I offer you a better life, yes.
All we gotta do is kill for you.
It doesn't get any simpler than that, does it? I mean, sometimes that's all you can do.
And he kind of like walks up to you, pulls you down, pukes a little bit, but like next to your ear, not in your ear. He goes, I'll go with you. Just tell me where to meet you. I'll sneak out tonight.
Find the path that I had. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Find the path with the rapier sticking out of it.
I haven't heard about that, but I'll search all night for it. I'll find you. I promise.
Oh, I'll make that path.
he winks at you and he goes, "Don't fucking touch me! What the fuck?" And he storms back into his room.
Is that one kid with all the puke still here?
Yes.
Is there a lot of people here, including him?
Questionable, yes.
Yes. They're all still here, including just the gnome house mother, just like staring like a what the fuck is going on?
I drop down a silent image smoke right under me. Right on top of me. I deck the kid and then I run.
You deck which kid?
The kid who started all this shit.
Okay, the dwarven child. Yeah, you just go ahead and make an attack, I guess.
I won't let me roll damage unless I have a.
Hit that one.
Just attack Vaden then.
Just hit him with an unarmed strike. Yeah, I see it.
All right, yeah. You sock this little kid in the face, and then all of you, I guess, you kind of.
As I run out, I say, and my name is Vaden.
Alcahest and Kuzma, you hear, Kimbar, go alert the guards that Jaznorm is back in town.
Shit.
Elkia, stay here. I go tell Yasmorn be Jasnorm. I'm gonna scurry off toward Jasmorn.
I'm like less than 10 feet away, pissing.
Yo, I assume all of you are running out of the building at the same time.
Yeah,
He was the
I
only one
ran.
inside of the.
What was that, Outcast?
I thought he was the only one inside.
I guess all of you were right behind him, but as he cast a silent image and took off running, I assume all of you took off with him.
Kind of stuck
Let's go!
around.
Let's go!
Okay, yeah, this isn't the first time that he has said, let's go, and nobody ran.
I didn't punch a kid. Let's go.
What are you doing? I'm running.
Why are you running? Because it's
I didn't punch a
fast.
kid. Let's go.
I'm going straight towards Jasmorn.
And Outcast, you're sticking around.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Pavel?
I'm gonna hang out with the Alcahest.
Okay. As Yasmorn and Kuzma run off the property, Alcast and Pavel, you stick around as about 16 kids kind of gather around the door looking out at the red hair and mustache flowing in the wind. And you see a very confused gnome kind of peeking her head through, and this little girl take off running east rather than south with the red hair and the mustache.
So you say you think this
What?
is Jasmorn?
I don't think it. I've seen this man before. Lord Jasnorm came here maybe about a week ago, maybe less.
Lady, there's literally a shit ton of these red-headed guys with the same name. I mean, I've seen some crazy shits in my years, but they're all the same. He's similar, but he's not the same. This one, he's special.
You piece of fucking shit. In the distance, off in the distance.
He was less rude than that before, I suppose.
This one thinks he's a gnome, okay? He doesn't think he's human.
And the last one thought he was more or less a king, the way he acted.
Yeah, but I mean, this one's just a bard. He just plays instruments and.
Make a persuasion check.
Me? Ew.
Yeah. Well,
I
it's
want to back him up.
how are you
so
going to
that-
back him up?
It's true. There are multiple of them, and he is a little, you know, me.
Pavel.
I thought he was a bugbear, not a... No, he's a bugbear, not a gnome, or a human? No, you can go ahead and make it.
No, he's not
You-
quite sure what he is.
He was. I think Pavel meant slow, but he didn't want to disparage himself.
Bitch, you weren't ready for me to fly, motherfuckers.
Let's make
Yeah.
that a 16.
And that's why I have this line, so I can go faster.
Oh, God, I didn't even see that. And a lot of little kids start gathering around the lion. Can I pet it? Can I pet it? Can I? Yeah!
No! It will kill you.
The lion roars out, and they all cower back inside, including the little gnome. Alright, well, the guard will be here soon. You should leave. I'll tell the guard that isn't Lord Jaws Norm, I guess, but just don't be surprised if he gets into any trouble.
Yeah, this one's name is Josborn. If you're looking around for the others,
That's
there's
pretty
like
much
a
the same
Josborn.
thing.
My name is Vaden, bitch.
Yeah,
And she's like
He's just
shutting the
saying
door.
that.
She's literally talking to you through a crack as the lion roared.
well, have a good night, I guess. Let's go, Pavel.
All right, Mendicus. Are you just at the brothel waiting for them?
Yeah, I'm waiting. How long has it been? How long have I been waiting?
This is a really quick interaction. It took you a little bit to find them. You've probably been there like about 15 minutes before they all arrive.
All right, I will. Are they coming now? I don't even know.
Actually, yeah. Are you guys heading to the mother's pickaxe?
You
I'm
trying to
waiting
get a
another-
drink, Outcast?
I'm waiting another 45 minutes.
You know, maybe there's other. Let's do like a pub crawl. You know, you and I don't get drunk often. Let's start somewhere else and then end up in the mother's pick in like 46 minutes. How do you say?
We can. I usually start from the bottom get to the top.
Yeah, we'll start in the middle, go back to the left, go to the right. Maybe eventually ends up there in like 47 minutes.
Well, I'm okay with that because I'm pretty sure there's at least 47 of these buildings.
Yeah, and only 2 of them aren't brothels, so yeah, let's go.
Every building is a brothel if you try hard enough.
Yeah, with consent or otherwise.
What's that word mean?
Otherwise means in different circumstances. So it sounds like they're not coming to the brothel
That's fine.
immediately. Okay, yeah. So
That's fine.
46.
Well, yeah, and I'll crash land near him because I flew when I was escaping.
Oh, okay, so Pavel and Outcast are doing their pub crawl. Kuzma, where are you going?
All right, so the 2 of them walked off to go to drink, and I guess the Osborne flew away. I'm gonna go and paint some stuff on the sides of some buildings.
So, 45-ish minutes pass. You don't see your friends. It's getting dark out, roughly 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night. What are you doing?
Well, I would have been drinking at this point. I would probably. I don't know. I said 45 minutes. I'd probably like 3 drinks in. I'd say. How much fucking copper pieces is that? That's 3 copper pieces. All right, I'll take those.
No
those
deals
3
to be
off
made
then.
when you're buying them that cheap.
So I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna take a deep sigh. I'm gonna be like, justice. It's time. Yeah, let's go play. And I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna go find that homeless camp, and I'm gonna kill every single one of them.
Are you gonna do that alone?
Yes.
Tell me your name was Vaden, I guess.
I heard what
Mendicus-
they said when I left. That why did you tell him about the meat man and no witnesses? So it's time to play.
Okay. Are you walking boldly up to the under part of the bridge?
No, I'm gonna sneak attack the shit out of this. I'll start before I get there, just in case. Just in case I can't kill them all in one go.
Man, the things we do without Vaden.
What was that?
I will create a weapon like a very large meat cleaver.
As you approach this homeless camp, you open your hands. Left hand facing palm down, right hand palm up. In it, a rod begins to form. on the end of it, about 1.5 feet off the palm of your hand, this mallet, this ridged mallet begins to form. Something that you almost wish you had for Vaden to make his mush easier to make. The handle, as you enclose your hand around it, stops a little bit before your hands completely close around it, as these chains from top to bottom begin to form perfectly, making nice grooves for your the meat of your palm to fit into, for your fingers to wrap, almost creating grooves where your fingers were meant to be.
So, I want to start off with darkness.
On the camp.
I know we're not in like a fucking battle map, but this is going to be complete silence. I want to slaughter these people.
So as you begin to creep up this small hill leading to the bridge, you step off into what would normally be a very muddy ground. And if you were in your boots, you may have been more concerned. If you were in your boots, you may have made more sound accidentally. But instead, you step very purposefully. Your toes sliding through the mud, gripping, pulling, sliding, slipping, very silently, this mallet in your hand. You loosen your left hand, extend it forward, and raise this small pocket of darkness over the camp. You hear sounds coming from within. Your eyes adjust quickly. Many of these people are already asleep under this bridge. Some of them you hear, "What the fuck?" as the mallet raises and falls. What sounds like a heavy footstep.
Playtime! It's time to play, everyone! Thump! Thump!
I assume anyone that comes out of the darkness gets hit with an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, no one escapes this alive.
The distant sleeping bags, you see people turn over and look over in your direction. They sit up as they hear another skull cave and crush. You see them slowly sliding out of their sleeping bags. The first person to slip completely out just stops moving all of a sudden as their head, now neck 3 inches longer, dislocated from their chest cavity, turned to the side, hit by an Eldritch Blast. Over the next minute and a half, the 27 people that made their home under this bridge fall to your cleaver, to your mallet, fall to the whim of your Eldritch Blast.
This was not justice!
No, it was playtime! I mean, it's all for the better.
This is not justice!
Shut the fuck up! It's playtime! It's my time to play! I haven't been out in the theater! It's my playtime!
It's not justice.
Playtime!
And as the camp grows quieter and quieter and quieter, you stand in the center of your darkness, looking around. There is no movement besides the trickling of the water down the river. There is no sound besides Pouvre and this unknown other voice, speaking back and forth, a quiet Mendicus keeping to himself. Nothing besides the trickling of the water. What would you like to do?
I would like to disguise myself as a woman and go to the well.
Are you looking more homeless, more...
I want to be a Double D Mountain woman.
like fancily dressed or more homelessly dressed?
Let me see how long the spell lasts, actually.
I will say that in the vision that you were given...
1 hour.
Okay.
So, not long.
In the vision that you were given, the person that you saw was almost like farmer's daughter dress, so not homeless, not fancy, but like somewhere in that middling range of wealth.
So big old boobies, though. It's a farmer's daughter.
Right.
Raised on milk and meat. Gotcha.
So as you make
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna disguise myself as that, and we'll see what the fuck happens.
make me a performance check.
Oh, you know it. I've been to these clubs before.
So as you head to the well, you know how to play this. You spend a little bit of time sitting on the edge of the well, twirling your strands of hair, but now look like lovely blonde pigtails, braided pigtails.
I'm a redhead. Sorry.
Lovely red-headed pigtails. Freckles on your face.
Oh yeah. I make a mean square patty.
Knowing to move your arms.
Fresh, never frozen.
Knowing to move your arms in a small arc around your tiggle bitties. You look left, look right, looking both impatient and wanting for why ever you're at this well at this godforsaken hour that nobody else seems to be going by. Time passes. 5, 10 minutes. About 25 minutes passes before you hear a foot hit the dirt behind you. You hear "Sorry to keep you waiting." And you feel this hand that you imagine if Pavel's hand had no fur on it, would be about the thickness of his hand to grasp your shoulder. Let's go have some fun. And that's where we'll end the session.
I love Mendicus's character.
Yeah, I like that.
Alrighty.
I like playing Mendicus.
It's playtime!
That's so fucking creepy.
Fucking Bride of Chucky this shit.
It really is.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of The Essence of Deitas on All Natural Roll. Thank you for joining us. Please join us next week for our next episode. You can catch us live at twitch.tv/allnaturalroll at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Or on YouTube, Spotify, or many other podcasting locations. Just search All Natural Roll.